Russell's got his house all blurred out. It looks like people know Russ. There's his car. Right there. Smart car. Uh-oh. There it is. Yeah. Look at the look on this guy's face. That house was almost like a second house to me, but I wonder why they blurred it. I don't know. Russ's house was worth $1.3 million. Our house was worth $1.7. My dad sold our house. I don't know what the hell he sold it for because it was none of my business. My dad was never a family man, but Russell is a family man. But for some reason, he's got his house all blurred out. Must be up to no good. I heard when he worked security, he used to even open the Bentley doors and all that and root through it. And he's definitely one of those kind of guys. He's up to something, right? And that's what he was with me. In the beginning, he was like this teacher guy, learning ladder and all that. And then next thing you know, he was calling hitmen, threatening death and all that. So be very careful of this guy. I will warn the community down in California. His mom's Lori, but it's all about this Russell. He's the one that helped start that company. He was the software engineer that programmed the panel for the whatever it was. Anyways, but he was the guy that started the learning ladder. But I'll have to warn you, kind of like one of those sexual predators. You really got to watch Russell. He's I will warn you, he is a sexual predator. He's not on the official sexual predator list or nothing like that because they try covering him up. But I'll tell you what, he's a real sexual predator. I even could testify on the Bible that he showed me his computer one time, and it was filled with like very graphic sexual photos of people being mutilated and kids and all that. Russell Juma. And I tried notifying the FBI about this. This was way back in 2012, 2013, or whatever. It has nothing to do with nothing else. Russell Juma. But he's a good guy. But there is something spooky, sort of, about this family. I watched a movie earlier on Tubi. It had a relation, and they were big into the entertainment and sex business. The entertainment and sex business. And it was a direct relation to Russell Juma. Same with the women. I hear even Donald Trump's related to these ones a little bit, which is actually my family too. So I'm related to him too, but what I seen on Russell's computer, I mean, it was just unbelievable. And that he's free, and that it's part of their American culture, and then they still think they're going to legally belittle us. Kind of like they belittle their mother in this. They belittle Lori. They belittled a lot of fucking people, and I know their address, but he constantly threatens my life up here in Canada, and I thought he was a legitimate educator. So it gets real scary. It's kind of like that Jeremy Leutner. They, at first, they say they're either going to invest in you or they're going to educate you. He's JP Morgan Chase, whereas Russell was Wells Fargo. Jeremy was Wells Fargo. And so be careful, kids. I mean, and this guy, you know how he got his computers for, I want to mention, he stole those from a garbage can. So at Learning Ladder in La Canada, I think that's how he contacted me. I was from Canada, and he was thinking La Canada or something. He said that years ago. But they started this business with stolen computers. He stole it from Berkeley or some university. They're trash and they're behind the thing. So that university could charge him with the stolen property and knock this business right out. I mean, they got the stolen computers right in the Learning Ladder if the FBI wants to go see. and determine where those computers came from. There's no receipt to those computers. I could testify that those computers were stolen. I was on the phone, more than the phone, video with Russell while he was stealing those computers from a school in California. It wasn't in the garbage, sorry. It wasn't even in the garbage. It was inside the school area. And he said, and that's what I was wondering. He said he was this programmer and all that. Next thing you know, he was always getting on webcam and saying like, watch this theft or watch this. And then I was like, this guy is not he's more than that. He's also like a criminal. And that's when he blurred out his, that's when around the same time that he got his house blurred on Street View. Before then, his house was not blurred. How do I know this is his car? Because we are that close. He had a girlfriend in Beverly Hills and all that, and he was going through her panty drawer one time and all that. And yeah, he told me, like, I drive a smart car and da-da-da. Sworn testimony. And the blur, it makes it look like it's nothing, but it's a large home. Russell carries his .45, and he's also got a rifle or a shotgun in his closet. But he always sort of keeps that, that .45 on you. And I will testify, he does threaten people on the internet with that .45. His mom, Lori's a little bit weird too. They're sexual together, but they aren't. It's weird. Lori, he would always say, Lori, come here into the computer to look at those graphic images. And I don't think Lori wanted anything to do with it because she's testifying on Russell about it. Just don't knock down the learning ladder, right? That's Lori, and she's pretty good. But Russell, man, there's probably kids that are missing because of these people. Yeah, these are the type of people, like, if Russell invites you for private tutoring at his home, you're going to go missing. Okay, so fucking watch this guy. Learning ladder, actually, businesses like a learning ladder, they could get picked up by a much better family, right? They got the website, they got the locations. There's already a lot of people that are subscribed to them and all that. But how come? What's this pending case or this litigation against Russell? Why did he blur out his house? Why is the reputation not looking good? What's this sworn testimony about our children's safety? Well, because I got to experience Russell, and he's not trustable. That's all I know. And I will mention also, he's highly linked up with Kamala Harris, who, if you didn't know, she has to be constantly put down because she threatens the United States with nuclear power or whatever. So that's a big rumor that many people don't know is true. That is the vice president, but she's from Northern California. Russell had some sexual thing. Like I said, on Tubi, they're also in the sex business, this family. So I think it would be time that Learning Ladder steps down from Lori and Russell. They become their own entity. It has to be seized and given to another controller. And it wouldn't be me either, because it's not about that really with money. I got money. Russell knows I have money. It's more about these questionable acts and things and all that puts the rest of the family in a bad light. I mean, the rest of the family, I'm watching a movie, they're like, what the hell is this that Russell caused for us and all that type of thing is going on with that. But, and he's a known robber. So if he knows you have money in your bank account, he will do some bad things to you. So watch out for that Learning Ladder guy. I mean, he's big intimidator. He's got this law enforcement-esque to him, but he is the developer of the website.